Welcome, everybody, to the R&R CatCast, a fan-based podcast focusing on Montana State athletics. We're two dudes named Ryan from the state of Washington talking about our dear Montana State. We hope you enjoy. All right, welcome back, Bobcat fans. Thanks for joining us on another episode of the R&R CatCast. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Foley. Got the full crew with me tonight: Ryan Thornburg, Zach Levere. We are the R&R, the Montana State affiliate of the Big Sky Podcast Network, and we have a sweet sponsor in the Bobcat Collective. If you're passionate about supporting Bobcat athletes, visit bobcatcollective.com today to learn more and sign up to be a member for as low as $25 a month. Membership supports student athletes and provide great perks for members, including exclusive access to events, behind-the-scenes content, and more. Again, visit bobcatcollective.com and tell them the R&R sent you. Fellas, we have 8 wins. I think that's enough to secure us to go to the playoffs. That feels good. Big game coming up, ESPN night game. Coach encouraged us to get as loud and as rowdy as possible. What do you think about that?
They are opening up the tailgate lots 2 hours early, so you have plenty of time for parking lot refreshments before going
in. Man, it's going to be a big time
used to say full throat, and pretty much Vegan was flirting with that today in his presser. So we'll get into that in a little bit. But that's pretty cool to see.
I love the fact that we have a big ESPN broadcast coming up, top 10 showdown under the lights. It's going to be amazing.
And I'm going to be there.
And Ryan Foley is going to be there.
Yeah, can't wait. All right, I'll fly in on Friday, and can't wait to chop it up with y'all. So thanks for listeners. If you're coming to the R&R for the first time, a bunch of fans talking about our dear Montana State. We'll go into a little bit of the news here shortly. We'll break down the FCS top 25, and then we'll talk about what Coach Vegan is wearing and his press conference. After that, we'll get into the game recap, some stats, the game preview. And then after that, we have a couple games we play. We could play Name That Cat, where Thorny is edging Zach 9-7 right now, but Zach's coming back. I like it, Zach. I went back and looked. You do have 7 points. I'm not cheating you out of one. I was hoping I did, but I'm not. And then we have.
Why would you be hoping that?
Because I kind of want it to be a little bit closer. So Thorny, kind of rooting for Zach on this one.
Everyone likes a blowout. What are you talking about?
Is it 9-7 right now?
It's 9-7. It's 9-7, yeah. So
how long are we going for this game?
As long as the Cats are playing.
All right.
We'll take it. We'll take it to Nashville if it needs be. But
I love it.
Finish the recap. We'll do Levere's locks and then Golden Coolie questions. Fans submitted questions to earn themselves a Golden Coolie. But first, let's talk about what's in those Golden Coolies.
What's in your Golden Coolie?
What's in your Golden Coolie is brought to you by Wilbur Ellis. Go see Shea Richter and Company up in Fort Benton for all of your farming and fertilizer needs. I have a Silver City Tropic Haze IPA that was brought to me. Some friends came over on Saturday night and had the first official Thorn Dog tasting event where we tasted some Thorn Dog recipes for the menu. I made a Coney dog, which is going to be a mainstay on the rotating menu. It's one of the main reasons I thinking about doing this in the first place. I love Coney dogs, and the recipe turned out delicious on that. And I did a Cuban dog. I used an all pork smoked sausage, and I cut it in half and griddled it that way, and then put a slice of ham, a Swiss mustard, and some pickles, and then kind of use the press to kind of flatten it and grill the bun. And that also turned out really well. So I'm pretty happy. I'm 2 for 2 on the Thorn Dog tasting event, and I have some leftover beer from it. So cheers.
Wow. That's a revelation right there.
Mm-hmm. Proceeding and moving forward.
I want this venture to succeed so badly. Just for selfish podcast reasons. It's great content. All right.
It's been quiet on the Thorn Dog front for a few episodes, but I'm bringing it back.
All right. Bringing it back in. All right. Classic Bozeman Brewery in Bozeman Brewery. Saru Zen Japanese style rice lager, and it has cool little monkeys on it sitting in a hot springs.
Cool little monkeys sitting in
Cool
the hot
little
springs.
monkeys.
Sounds like a little
look at
nursey
that.
rhyme.
Didn't think
That's
I
a
would hear
great
that
can.
today.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Japanese style rice lager. It's
There's a
very
lot of
good.
Japanese lagers being brewed around that I notice.
I like Japanese lagers.
Is it like a Sapporo then kind of thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
So Ryan, before I get into mine, I think we've had that beer on the pod before. I
think so.
believe I've had it before.
I know we've had the brewery for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure we've had that exact one. You may have. I don't know why. I probably wouldn't purchase this on my own. Maybe I went through a hazy IPA. I may have had it.
Yeah,
It's such a good
it
can.
would have been back early though in the history of the pod. Anyways, Mike will tell us
in its infancy.
We'll find out in a few days.
Yeah, we will.
Picked up.
Hopefully we will.
The Pacific Northwest IPA from Rogue. It's got a nice little camping scene.
Quality.
There you got the Rogue River. 6.9%. That's a little big for me typically, but I like piney, bitter IPAs.
Nice.
I'm not the hazy, sweet, fruity IPA guy. I like a traditional real man's IPA.
You went through a juicy, hazy IPA phase.
I think we all did.
Us.
I think we all did.
I still like fruity IPAs.
Me too. I prefer them still. If I'm drinking an IPA.
Man, I can't wait to bring some Golden Coolies to Bozeman. I'll put some in the bag, bring some for some friends, and see some of you guys out on the town Friday night and on Saturday. It's going to be a long day Saturday. Holy cow. I just thought about that. Late night game. Zach, you've done that last year with Idaho. Well, what's that day like?
That day, what did I do in the morning? There were some big college football games that day, I remember. So we kind of we took it early. I actually smoked a brisket all day. And then we hung out, went to Spectators, hung out at Specs for a couple hours, rolled over to a tailgate, probably 2.5 hours prior to kick, and hung out there. And then rolled into the section. I remember we were sitting in the end zone for that one. I gotta say, fellas, that first iteration of the Idaho game was the best Bobcat crowd I've ever seen in that stadium.
Yeah,
that crowd was in 30 minutes early. It was juiced to the gills, and the energy was just off the charts. I hope we get that for the Davis game.
Hope so. I don't think it's as big of a rival as Idaho. Yeah. So, but I hope people realize how big of a game it is. It's a top 10 game. It's a big time game.
So the weather's been all over the map. Shoot, it's 64 in Bozeman today. That's crazy.
It was t-shirt weather today.
Yeah. Saturday, it's supposed to be 48. Last time I checked, it was supposed to be 36. At one point, it was supposed to be up in the 50s. So as we get a little bit closer, I imagine 48. Yeah, I'll be cold. I'm always cold anymore, so I'll be bringing my coat. But 64 is kind of one year. Thorny, what was the year Evan Groves went off in the Cat Grizz game, and we still had the turf. It was so sloppy that game.
5.
Yeah, I remember being sunburnt that day. It was one of those rare fall days in Bozeman where it was like 60 degrees, and sitting in the south stands, or excuse me, on the east side of the stadium, you're just getting full sun right there. And I remember just being completely just roasted and completely sunburned that day, but it was awesome. What a day. So anyways, okay, looking forward to it. Let's get it right into business. Let's talk about the FCS rankings. They came out top 25. North Dakota State still number 1. Montana is hanging on to a thread at number 2. I thought that we were going to leapfrog them. We did not. We're still at number 3.
Only 27 votes behind now, though. So the gap narrowed on the votes because we got a first place vote. Somebody threw a first place vote. Who is that? Who's giving? I mean, I'm not complaining, but who's giving us a first place vote?
That's a good point. I didn't see that. My cursor was neatly over that first place vote. I didn't even see it. Interesting. Lehigh number 4. I have not watched Lehigh. That's on my list to do. Tennessee Tech, Tarleton State 6, 7's Harvard, 8's Mercer, and of noteworthy, UC Davis bumps up from 11 to number 9. So we have a top 10 matchup, the second one at Bobcat Stadium this year. Coming up this week in Villanova, rounds out the top 10. Let's see. North Dakota jumps up. No, stays at number 13. South Dakota State lost to South Dakota, but South Dakota State drops from 8 to 16. Have lost 3 in a row. First since 2009, according to Ryan Thornburg. South Dakota is on their heels, number 17. They were at 22, so they're on the rise. South Dakota State's on the drop. Northern Arizona, number 24. They weren't ranked last week, so they jumped back into the top 25. That's about it. Sac State's getting a little bit of love on the receiving votes. Southern Utah next year is getting some love too, as well.
At one point, I want to talk a little bit about the potential playoff logjam for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot in the Big Sky. Do you want to do that now since we're kind of talking about rankings?
Let's do it.
Sure, let's do it now.
It's pretty. I was looking at some of the final games. There's a chance that we have 3 teams finish 8 and 4 in the Big Sky. UC Davis,
NAU and Davis.
Yeah, Davis. If they drop to the Bobcats and drop to Sac State, they'll finish 8 and 4. If Sac State wins out, which they have to beat Idaho at home and then go on the road and beat UC Davis, they'll be 8 and 4. And NAU, the easiest path, plays Cal Poly and then goes to the road at Weber State. So I think NAU is pretty much a lock for 8 and 4. I don't know what happens. I don't think all 3 of those teams get in.
Did you say Idaho?
No.
Idaho was in a team that one of them was playing, but Idaho's not in this conversation.
Idaho's
Finish 8
4
and 4.
and 6, I'm pretty sure.
Sac State has to beat Idaho at home.
Got it.
And then go on the road to beat the Aggies. And they'll have won 4 in a row. And I mean, all 4 of these teams have a chance. I don't know what happens if UC Davis goes 8 and 4. They might be the first one out. I could almost see NAU and Sac getting in over Davis, which would have lost 3 of its last 4 games.
Does that Mercer no game at the beginning of the season kill them and they'll have 1 less win than everybody else?
They might have 1 less loss because Mercer might have beat them. Isn't Mercer like really good right now?
They're 8.
They're 8 and 1. They're ranked number 8. So that would have been a good matchup. Didn't that game start? Didn't they play for a little bit?
They played till like 4 minutes ago in the 4th quarter. There was a thunderstorm.
What was the score?
Mercer was coming back. It was like a 5-point Davis lead, but Mercer was driving.
It's lame. They just called it.
Yeah. Thunderstorms.
Gotta be some other rule.
Wacky.
Huh.
But yeah, that's a crazy potential scenario finish there for the Big Sky Conference. I think Davis loses to the Cats and beats Sac. So that leaves probably UC Davis, NAU, Grizz, and the Cats.
Yeah,
Sac will be the odd man out here. So I think the Big Sky can get 4 teams in. I think the Big Sky will get 4 teams in, no matter. It's going to be 2 of the 3 of UC Davis, NAU, and Sac.
Yeah, I agree. And the Missouri Valley is kind of dealing with the same thing with the logjam because South Dakota, I think, has 3 losses. South Dakota State has 3 losses. North Dakota, I think, has 3 or 4 losses.
And those are all better teams than Sac State and NAU.
Illinois State, Youngstown. I think they have quite a few teams log jammed up there too.
I think all those teams beat NAU.
I do too. I want Harvard to come to Bozeman in the playoffs.
That'd be cool. I think that's gonna be cool.
Whoever gets really cool thing.
Whoever gets Harvard for the first game that's a historic thing. It's kind of cool. And Harvard looks pretty good.
His head.
I didn't think they played in the playoffs.
This is the first year, man.
Changed it. Yeah.
They're in. They decided to start playing the playoffs.
So
that matters now. You see Harvard there at 8-0 and like one of the top rated defenses in the country.
Harvard coming to the Harvard of the Rockies? Bring it on.
That's a
don't
good
do
one.
that.
Gosh, dang it. Oh, what did Montana used to call themselves?
I don't know.
Was it the Harvard?
The Harvard of the
Rockies?
West.
Yeah, Harvard of the West.
Yeah. That went around for a while.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'm still impartial to Missoula Junior College.
All right, let's move along.
Harvard's just the Montana State of the East.
Oh man, I almost
Montana
there we go.
State.
Montana State of the East. Okay. How about let's do the presser? Let's start it off with the Foley and Fisher
Hold on.
fashion
Do
watch.
we need to do we need to do news?
Oh yeah, we forgot news and we forgot
Okay.
Kane Dollar,
Yep.
defensive player of the week.
He had himself a game.
He's having a heck of a year.
Big pick and a forced fumble.
Nice little punch to dislodge that ball after
That was a nice
big
punch.
run. Yeah,
Uppercut.
got up.
Just how you're
Had
taught.
some hang time.
Who
Dude's
gets
got
the
some-
turnover hat? The guy who forces the fumble or the guy who recovers the fumble?
Well, Caden was wearing the hat.
Was that after the pick though?
Ooh, good question.
Maybe
I
we
would assume
need
whoever
two
lands
was.
on it gets the hat.
It was.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to actually, just because you punch it out, Weaver State may have got on top of it. It's not a turnover
That's true.
until another Bobcat lands on it.
I love the turnover hat.
Yeah,
I do
I was
too. I
gonna
think
say
it's
it's been
pretty
growing on
fun.
me. Like I thought it was pretty cool, but now I think it's like awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Knowing
cool.
the story behind it, that 3 different like manufacturers in the state of Montana came to like customize that, and it says made exclusively for the Bobcat defense on it. That's so cool.
I hope it continues around for a long time. I hope it's not just a flash in the pan 1 year thing.
It has its own case.
That's sweet.
I know because I
Yeah,
saw
it's like
Ty
protected.
Gregorak wear it that one. They showed him wearing it before one of the games, a little pregame thing. He took it out of the case and then put it on and then wrote it in the garbage can.
I like to see Ty get lubed up and hop in that garbage can and just like wreck it. Take a turn a little too tight, just bloop.
Just wipes out instantly. It's got to be very hard to. Like, it's so top heavy. Like you go around a corner too fast, you're dead.
The dude who drives
Straight
that
line
flies
speed.
in that thing on the when they do the
That's
let's
a-
talk trash.
That's a north-south running trash can. You're not going east-west in that thing.
It's the 40 times
Straight line speed.
That's good, Tony. All right. Ready for the presser? I got some good stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
And now, Bobcat fans, it's time for F&F Fashion Watch, brought to you by Foley and Fisher, the only two that seem to really care what Brent Vegan is wearing at his press conference.
Thank you, Russell. Coach wore a charcoal suit, a white and gray graph-checked shirt, and a graphite and white plaid tie. No pocket square, no baloney. So
Well
I think
done.
Coach listened to me last week with my Mad Men reference because he hit it again. Like this looks classy on Coach Vegan. One of his best kits I've seen this year. When he goes black on black
it's
or
funny.
charcoal on black, when he doesn't mix his colors as much, it looks really sharp. Nice job, Coach.
You did good. I close my eyes every time you do this, and I try and like. A lot of time I haven't seen the press conference, so I'm like, how good of a picture is this painting in my head? That was a good one. I felt I envisioned it perfectly. I'll have to go look at it to see if it matched what I thought. But well done, sir.
I mean, he's still not playing the game with us. Still no baloney, no pocket square. But
It's okay.
you know, as far as pressers go, you can kind of tell when Vegan gets juiced for games. He's juiced. He's locked in. I mean, I hate to keep bringing up Jeff Choate, but we all remember Choate would get up there for about 10 minutes and just, you know, he would give you a full breakdown, full sides of the ball. That's exactly what Coach did today. And he rarely does that. He will do it. He'll do it by position and be like, yeah, they got some good defensive backs or their fronts are good. He was naming dudes, specific dudes and their strengths. And he went on. I was like, this is a different vibe from Coach.
I feel like if Brent Vegan is noticing their starting defensive end, calling him by name and tell him what strengths and weaknesses are, Davis is in trouble.
Yeah.
If he's like that laser focused on you, like, oh man.
Yeah, he does it once in a while, and you're normally right, Thorny. When he is that laser focus, it's just bad news bears for the other team.
I hope that's the case.
It's nice to know how big this game is. Like, it's a big game, but it feels like everybody, the team, the coaching staff, the university is taking this so seriously. This is a big effing deal.
We're playing for the 2 seed, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said this is the type of game you want at this time of the year. Some highlights from his presser. Brought is a possibility. So made good progress.
It's senior day.
Yeah.
He's gonna play.
I was gonna say he's probably not gonna play, but until you said it's senior day, I'm like, I forgot about senior day. So yeah, he probably will mix in there. But I don't think we need Brought to win this game personally. But
I also agree with that.
I don't know. I feel like that's why we had some gashing run plays against us last week. But there's some stuff that could coach on. Seth Johnson.
We may not win 57-10, but I think we can win without him.
Yeah. What? We have to, right?
I think 42-14 is in the cards, right, gentlemen?
Coach did say
the classic Bobcat score.
It will be a 60-minute game. One thing that came to mind, Coach talked about our offense this year. He said in last year's UC Davis game, we didn't pass enough to win that game. We became 1-2 dimensional with the run, and that's why we got up early, if you remember that game, and we couldn't put them away. And so he's very focused on being able to be a balanced attack. He said he would like to see around 220, 230 pass and rush each game. And that's kind of what's been reflected with Sturbick this year. So I think overall, Coach is like super happy with our offense.
It's been very balanced. I think it's one of our biggest keys to our success so far is you can't just shut down one piece of it anymore. And we were good enough to overcome that last year for the most part, but it's a different feeling this year.
I continue to be impressed with how many guys were putting the ball in different guys' hands. The amount of guys who are touching the ball is crazy.
Yeah.
He said everyone played, and he was pretty stoked that the last group got a touchdown and a turnover. And that came up early in the presser. That was the top of his mind. And he also mentioned a highlight from last game was that we had 177 yards in the return game. And that played a huge factor. Just stamping that win. And
yeah, Dane Steele's got some moves back there.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen him do that yet.
Oh, there's one other thing I've noticed.
Returning.
Yeah.
That's a good point, right? That's one thing I've thought about. It's like who's going to take over, and that's Dane Steele. It's clearly Dane Steele, and maybe Jabez. We'll see what happens. Have you guys noticed last year?
We don't even know about
Jabez Woods. Oh,
that could be another guy in the roster we don't know about.
Okay, so last year the whole mantra was the 1-0 mentality. Talked about it ad nauseum. Do you know what it is this year? He keeps saying it.
No, what is it?
Zach, do you know what it is?
I'm trying to rack my brain. I don't think you're going to say it. I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard that.
Opportunity versus opponent. This has come up probably last couple of weeks. He keeps talking about this is the stress point for the team. It's about the opportunity rather than the opponent.
No, got a big opportunity on Saturday.
The opportunity last week was make me feel really good about our team and the future guys and watch basically all of our third and fourth stringers kick ass. Made me feel not great for this year and think we're a national title contender, but the guys waiting in the wings is, the cupboard is full right now of talent. And that's awesome to see.
You don't think we got a chance to win it this year?
I'm saying we got a chance to win it. I said, besides the fact that we do have a chance to win a national championship.
Oh, I think you said don't for some reason.
Yeah. No. We do have a chance to win a national championship this year.
You heard that too,
Most
Fuller?
certainly.
Yeah.
No, we can win this thing.
Okay.
That being
better.
said,
I'm like, wait.
We got a ton of talent on this team and a lot of young talent. And that's awesome.
Yes, I am so impressed with the young secondary, the young guns,
Young guns.
young wide receivers, young offensive linemen, half of them will be gone. We're not going to be too sad about that right now. We'll be sad about that later.
Can't wait to start talking about some of the stats because Montana State's defense is freaking unreal right now. You guys want to talk? I think we need a full segment devoted to Coach Ty. I do have a fashion breakdown for Coach Ty. I wish Russell would give me another one for Coach Ty.
We'll ask him. I'm sure he would. We haven't even inquired.
Russell,
yeah.
Would you gift us with another fashion watch for Coach
It's got to
Ty?
be different. It's got to be somehow catered to Ty. I don't know how.
So I'll break down what Ty wore. Coach wore a dark navy jacket, a gray and white checked shirt, and a shiny blue tie accented with hippy dippy kaleidoscope patterns.
What does that mean?
Hearing you say hippy dippy is just
hippy dippy.
Hippy dippy.
All right, well, that's the word for 2 weeks.
Hippy dippy fell off the wall. Where's hippy dippy? I'm looking it up.
I'm pretty sure Ty picked out that tag. Go watch me do this fully. How you gonna comment on this one? I sent it to you guys on Saturday. I was like, I don't know how to describe this.
How happy does this whole thing make you, Foley?
Oh my gosh, this tickles me. I love it. Like I said on Bobcat Nation, I did not have this on our bingo card this year, fellas. Playing the game of Ty.
Coach gave us a baloney in the first 4 minutes of the game and a blackjack when we scored 21 points.
That was pretty cool.
That was good.
Not only did we get one, we got two.
We got them both.
We've gotten all that we've asked.
We're spoiled.
Yeah.
We're spoiled. Coach, you're spoiling us. We'll love it, though.
Yeah, we got one more game with him. Hippy Dippy would be kind of fun. I didn't think about that one.
Or Kaleidoscope. I feel like Kaleidoscope would probably be easier than Hippy Dippy. But
Hippy Dippy.
Hippy Dippy Kaleidoscope. Yeah.
Can you say that on TV?
Can you? Can't you? What does it even mean? Is it bad?
I don't know.
Hippy dippy, an informal, sometimes derogatory term describing someone or something as embodying the idealistic, unconventional, and sometimes impractical values associated with the hippie movement, according to AI Overview.
I'll send you guys a picture again so you can look at what I'm looking at.
Okay, I don't think it's going to help.
Work it out for you guys.
We have another week to come up with something too for the characters, so we don't have to land on that, but it is what it is for now. Hippy dippy Kaleidoscope.
I enjoy being at these games and just somebody texting me like, he said it. And I was like, yes, so excited to watch it.
Got it.
There you go. Take a look at your phones, fellas. Scrolling on that beautiful tie.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
What about that hippy dippy? What about anything is hippy dippy? Because I don't know what it means. But
I think it's fun looking.
What prompted you to think that phrase?
Connected squares.
It kind of looks like psychedelic. I think that's why I thought of like the hippy dippy. It's kind of fun.
It looks like an oriental. Ben. It looks like an oriental rug.
It does. A Turkish rug.
Persian Turkish rug.
Hippy dippy bin. I like it.
So sorry that you decided to participate in this.
It's better than being called you look like a couch cushion.
It's true.
I'd rather be an oriental rug than a couch cushion. If I'm going to put some fabric on of the two, I'm choosing the rug.
So I had a thought that like Victor Flores could do for us, or Bill Lamberty could do for us. They could clip the fashion watch each week and play it for Coach right before he speaks at the press conference, just to see his reaction. Just film it. Yeah. Coach is looking, dapper lately. Back-to-back Mad Men week. He's on a heater, guys. He is on a heater. Since I called him a couch cushion about a couple weeks ago, he's on a heater.
Pretty sure you said couch cushion last week, or maybe you said he normally looks like a couch cushion.
Well, yeah. He had mixed his plaids and checks for quite some time. Now he's dialed in. It's a big.
The next thing is to loop Ben into this.
So Ben is very like his style seems he's like more simple and elegant, just kind of like classy, like Portland. He looks like Portland to me, like thinner tie, slim suit, just clean. So
that's Portland.
Well, like modern, modern,
modern Portland.
When I think of Portland, I think fedora.
Yeah, I think of very weird attire, not a classic.
Yeah,
suit.
Okay. New York,
whatever Fred Armisen's wearing,
like Chicago to me.
Chic, yeah. There you go.
All right, let's move on. My goodness, this is too much fashion talk for a football podcast. Gosh,
it's good
lose
stuff.
half our audience.
That's what they're here for.
They got it, and then some.
All right. Hippy dippy, Ben. All right. Let's get into the stats story. This is you, bro.
The stats is brought to you by Pronghorn Wealth. If you haven't looked at the stats on your company's 401k since, anybody got anything?
The last time we scored 66 points.
Which was when?
Long time ago, but somebody said this is the most points we've scored at home since the 21st century. So last time since then.
Okay, well then I'm guessing your 401k has grown substantially.
I sure hope so.
Reach out to Kendall at Pronghorn Wealth to benchmark your current plan fees. Visit pronghornwealth.com today to get started.
Or the last time Weber State was looking for a new coach.
Oh, well, that was very recent. You probably don't need to check your 401k on the same day.
I need to check that.
Yeah, Mickey Mental fired today.
We broke him.
That was the final straw. Getting decimated by 52 points. That's brutal. That's brutal. We don't even lose FBS games that badly.
Nope.
Anyway, Bobcats win 66-14 with 29 first downs, 6 for 8 on third down, while holding Weber State to just 12 first downs on 8 of 8 for third downs, or 8 of 18, excuse me, not 100% on third down. Fourth downs, 1 for 1. Cats roll up 452 yards of offense, 183 through the air on 17 of 22 passing for 8.3 yards per pass, which is just turning into a very Bobcat number. 17 of 22, 9 yards per pass. It seems to be what I'm reading every single week here. 269 yards on the ground on 40 carries for 6.7 yards per carry, while Weber State managed 285 yards of total offense, only 107 through the air on 17 of 29 passing for 3.7 yards per pass. Also a number we're hearing a lot, under 5 yards per pass by the opponent seems to be a common theme. 2 interceptions thrown by Weber State. They did manage 178 yards on the ground for 35 rushing yards, or on 35 attempts for 5.1 yards per carry. So a little bit of success by Weber State on the ground. Cats, just 2 penalties in this one for 10 yards. That's like a season low. Feel pretty good about that. 3 penalties for Weber State for 43 yards. The Wildcats turned the ball over 4 times, 2 fumbles and 2 interceptions. But the Cats lost the ball twice, 2 fumbles. So not great on that front. We lost the time of possession battle on this one, not surprisingly. We lost 28 minutes and 11 seconds for the Cats to 31 minutes and 49 seconds for Weber State.
In the red zone, Weber State was 2 for 2. We were 7 for 7. Let's go. We had 177 yards on 5 for 100 on punt returns. And then we had Jabez Woods taking it 4 yards deep from the end zone and almost housing that call for 77 yards. That was pretty awesome. Justin Lamson, 12 for 16 for 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, 9 for 31 on the ground, also 2 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns for Justin Lamson. If you told me that we scored 66 points and he only had 117 yards in the air, I would have told you you're lying. That to me is a wild stat. Julius Davis had 10 touches for 114 yards. He went off, 2 touchdowns with a long of 52. Adam Jones, 6 carries, 42 yards, 1 touchdown, and he had 2 catches for 23 yards. Chance Wilson was 3 for 31 on the ground and 1 touchdown. George Helms and Malachi Clonch. Did you know we had a running back named George Helms? I didn't. From Elon? Does that ring a bell?
Yeah. He's from like Big Fork or something, right?
Big Sky. Only player that we've had from Big Sky. Yeah. They both got touches, which is interesting. Taco, only 2 catches, 28 yards. As far as like receivers go, a lot of guys caught the ball, but not a lot of like big time chunks of yards.
Around all over the place, though, including Justin Lamson.
Yeah, Jordan Reed
kind of pass.
So I put down Lucien Valsons. He was 2 for 27. Jordan Reed was 1 for 25 with his first touchdown of his Bobcat career. And he also had a pass. He passed it back to Lamson, Ryan King. Woo! Here we go, Ryan King. It's you, buddy.
Yeah,
first touchdown.
Got a touchdown of his collegiate career, right?
Yeah, 2 for
That's amazing.
16. Man, that is a cool story. When that happened, I just yelled at my TV. I was so happy. Let's go over to the defensive side of the ball. Caden Dowler, defensive player of the week. 3 solo, 7 total. He had an interception, a forced fumble, and 54-yard return. He's fast. I didn't see that coming. Like, I knew Taco was fast. Caden has some wheels too. Mm-hmm. Here's the interesting part. Now, I don't know if this stat was correct, but I'm not. Everything we've read feels correct. Brendan Ross. Do you know who Brendan Ross is?
No.
Led the team in tackles, 8 total.
For the Cats?
For the Cats, Brendan Ross. He's a safety, freshman safety from. Oh, I should have put it down. But
if you put any of these people and name the cat, I'm quitting.
He's Rockwall, Texas.
Yeah, Rockwall. There it is. Rockwall. Yep. He's a Texan. Led the team in tackles, 8 total. 5 solo.
Way to go.
Kenneth Iden. It's crazy that a guy that we don't barely even know led the team in tackles. That's crazy. Kenneth Iden, 3 total. He had a half tackle for loss, 1 QB hurry, and 1 pass breakup. That's a good day for Kenneth Iden. Takari Carr had 1 total, 1 interception, and 25-yard return on that. Good job, Takari. Ife Olete had 1 forced fumble. He laid a lick on a dude that just, that was at the end of the game. That guy just crumbled. I felt bad for him. That was a nasty hit. Going over to the Wildcats, Dijon Jennings was 12 for 18 for 85 yards, 1 touchdown, winner interception. Spencer Ferguson, their leading rusher, had 22 touches for 88 yards and a touchdown. I forgot to mention Miles Sandstead was 9 for 9 on points after.
Perfect. And a 48-yard field goal.
And banged a 48-yard field goal. Nice little draw right down the middle. It was beautiful.
Hasn't missed a kick in 3 weeks.
Yeah, so Jabez Woods had a 77-yard return. Those are your stats. Woohoo! Guys, when I was compiling this, I was looking at it, I was like, I had to look back on a roster. This was that type of game. Everybody was in. Everybody got a hand in the game. And it's I guess when you score 66 points, that's what you do.
Brendan Ross ran a 10.7 100-meter in high school.
Oh,
that's pretty fast.
As a white guy, that's really fast.
Yeah, he is.
Hey,
I wasn't gonna say it fully. I wasn't gonna say.
I'm white. I could say it.
Okay.
That's legit speed at anywhere in the country. That's probably pretty top marks in Texas, but
I would like to see the young guns and throw Brendan Ross back in there. and see who's got the speed, who's got the top speed, because they're all going to say it's me. That's the fun thing about those guys.
I bet every one of them thinks they're the fastest guy on the field.
No guaranteed.
We got a bunch of track guys from Texas, I remember.
Can we keep all of them? Come on, stay around.
Boys, my Vim's very high right now.
Is it pulsing?
Yes.
Is it flowing? Simon Capistrano?
Dare I say throbbing Vim?
Dare on. Say it. Feel free. My Vim's just kind of simmering a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to go as far as any of that, but it's it's moving.
It's still moving. Cock and balls.
Now I'll be with you. I'll be with you, Zach. If we can kind of put this kind of beat down. If this game coming up is an electric atmosphere and we put like a 44-15, 44-14, 15's a weird number, something like that on Davis going into the brawl, it's full tilt.
Yep. I'm going to be insufferable.
I just want to say, Weber is trash. And I've been to a bad team. I've been to a lot of Bobcat games the last couple of years. I don't think I've seen a team truly quit the way they quit.
And I think that's part of the reason probably Mental got fired is not only is the scheme bad, the game plan's bad, but the players have just quit on him.
They had a
he's
guy
lost
ejected
everything.
for throwing a punt. Nobody looked like they wanted to be out there. When we scored that final touchdown, they just just the look of defeat was just all right, let's stand around and watch this extra point go in.
Was it the Takari Carr interception that he had? Did he have one?
This was the Chance Wilson touchdown where he broke 6 tackles of the worst tackles you've ever seen and just was I think the plan wasn't to go into the end zone, but he really kind of was well, I got to go in now because there's no way I can't score.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just meant separately. Was it Dakari Carr who made that interception earlier?
Yes.
It was a throw where, and then I just remember the wide receiver laying out, and he just laid down. He didn't get back up. He just laid on the ground, even though Dakari Carr was still running the return. He's just I'm not even going to get off the ground. He's I hate my life.
There were several instances of just watching them and just watching players and these guys just could not wait to get back on the bus, and it was so evident.
Yeah, and that's not fun. It's not fun to see a program that fell like that too, because they were such a good program under Jay Hill not that long ago, just a few seasons ago, and they just completely nosedived off the edge under Mickey Mental, and it's just not fun to watch kids just not even want to be on the field. It's supposed to be a joyous collegiate football game that you get to play when you're young, and they're just get me home. I don't want to be here anymore. I
don't feel bad for him for
I'm
one
quit football
bit,
because
man.
of this.
I don't feel bad for him one bit, man. Not one bit. In sports, you control 2 things: attitude and effort. If you can't get your attitude right, screw it. This probably is a lot of Mickey Mental's fault, but don't feel sorry for yourself. These kids are 21 years old, 22 at most. They're living in college. They're experiencing things that most of us never will experience. They're privileged to be playing a Division I football team. Don't feel bad for these guys. If they quit, that's on them. Screw them.
They're in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Screw them.
They're in a bad spot, a no-win situation.
They got no fan support currently. We'll see. See who the next guy who goes in there is.
No one was feeling bad for us back in the streak. Back in 2000 when we lost every game. No. Pile it on.
Well, that's different.
I love no mercy.
At some point, you feel sorry for football teams.
Pile it on. Involved. Be better, Weber. I don't feel bad for these guys.
Yeah. Says the guy who throws fastballs at his 4-year-old.
Won't let his sons beat him in basketball.
I don't throw fastballs at my 4-year-old.
It's his fault for not getting the bat speed around quick enough.
Gosh,
maybe you should learn to run
the bat faster, kid.
Anyways, fired me up there for some reason. I don't feel bad.
Yeah,
for Weber
sorry. I
State.
felt bad for 20-year-old kid getting his ass kicked in a brutal fashion with a coach that got fired on the same day. I'm a bad guy. that should fire you up that I have some sympathy for that.
I'm
Totally-
like 99%
totally normal
sure
reaction.
they bust to Bozeman too. So
Yeah,
to
to
add
build
insult and
chemistry.
injury, you had to deal
Build
with
chemistry.
a 7-hour bus ride back to Ogden.
That's
Well,
a
think
quiet
about it,
bus ride.
Tony.
Yeah.
So when
That's a quiet
those
bus ride.
guys 20 years later, when they're our age, they'll look back on this and be like, "Man, that was a sucky weekend,"
Mhm.
and endured the bus ride back. Builds character. Like
It
that's
does, though.
something that's
you were right on
actually
that.
something that builds character. And you're like, we went through that. That sucked.
Those guys will be talking about that when they're in their 40s. Like, remember
Yes.
that game against Montana State, man? Jeez.
Yeah. And they'll look at their little kids and be like, no, you get back out there. I don't care if you're getting your butt whooped. We got when I was 20. Let me tell you about the ass kicking I took. So no, this is a learning moment for those guys for sure. And they'll
maybe
come
their
out of it.
interim coach will galvanize them a little bit, and they'll come out inspired. And isn't that what happened with Bruce Barnum's magical first season? He's an interim coach.
Yeah, Nigel Burton got fired.
They fired him, and Bruce Barnum got the interim job, and they went like 9-1 or something. Made the playoffs for the first time ever, and pretty much cemented Bruce Barnum's like his job as head coach for as long as he friggin' wants it. That was a while ago now.
It was 2015. It was a decade ago.
10 years ago?
Bruce Barnum has been at Portland State doing Bruce Barnum things for 10 years.
Just mediocrity for a decade. And it's less than that now.
Not even
They're
mediocrity.
terrible.
Just
I'm saying for most of it, they've been a pretty decent team, at least like 6-5, 5-6. But now they're just awful.
there's a winless season in there too.
All right, let's talk about this game a little bit because I do want to get into some of this stuff. Sorry to put a wet blanket on the conversation right there.
No, we've been
Yeah.
meandering too much.
We've been
so.
rambling.
I wanted to point out, I got this stat from Tom Stuber. We had 6 scoring drives of 52 yards or less.
So some good field position for those 177 return yards.
Yeah.
Couple punts, picks, all worked out.
Picks, fumbles.
Kickoffs. It was very much coming up Bobcats.
When you score 66 points and Justin Lamson, your starting quarterback, only throws for 117 yards and only rushes for 31 yards, to me, this is the definition of the Curry offense. Curry is a complex flavor. It spreads its flavors around. You have so much ingredients in this. This is a perfect picture for our offense. We are not just reliant on Justin Lamson, Taco Dowler, Julius Davis. It's coming from all facets. And I think that makes us a very dangerous team because every week I'm like, who's going to be highlighted in this game? Well, last week we had like 57 combined yards for Lamson and Davis. Excuse me, Davis and Jones or something like that. It was maybe not that little, but it was negligible. And Taco went off, right? This week it's Davis goes off, but look at all of the receivers that caught the ball. You want to key on Taco? Okay, Ryan King's going to score. You want to key on Ryan King? Chris Long's going to score. It's a beautiful thing to watch our offense right now. And we haven't even talked about the defense. Holy smokes. Thorny, did you know that defense hasn't given up a single point in the third quarter since Oregon?
90-0. Outscored teams 90-0 in the third quarter. 79-17 in the first quarter, 120-27 in the second quarter, 90-0 in the third quarter, and 87-58. 58 because all of our backups are in. And this is per Tom Stuber. Got to give credit to Tom for this stat. Since Oregon. That's bonkers. So you talk about that second and third quarter, those kind of crucial, what is that called?
The middle eight.
Middle eight, which this isn't exactly the middle eight, but
Yeah.
we're outscoring teams in the second and third quarter 210-27.
Jeez.
Is that good?
Holy cow.
That's pretty good.
Is that a thing?
I mean, we're outscoring our opponents in the FCS 376 to 102, and in the Big Sky, it's 294 to 65.
Hey, pump the brakes though, guys, because we haven't played anybody yet.
I don't care who we're playing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
We're
The
kicking ass
stats
and
are the
taking names, and
stats.
it's awesome.
Yeah, we're kicking butt in a almost unprecedented way against teams that have been in the conference for a long time. We haven't beat Weber 66 to 14. No, I don't care how bad Weber is. No, I don't think anybody beat Weber that bad.
No.
No matter how bad they are, we're beating them worse than anyone else did.
Yeah, people say, well, they just kind of give up. Of course they give up because we're kicking their ass. It's like, okay, let's go. The eye test. Just
You want
look at us.
violence. We're playing with violence right now, too.
Yeah.
We are hitting dudes.
I love the way the secondary plays. It's so fun to watch. Love it. My favorite secondary I've seen since probably Kramer secondary.
With like Joey Thomas and who was it?
Ryan Force back there at safety, and like Hunter
Parsons.
No,
Hakeem Hunter.
I was thinking like Hakeem. Not. It's like it's like Camion Hunter.
Yeah,
something Hunter.
Yeah,
gosh,
I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, we had some good corners back then, and good secondary.
Yeah.
Who was the other guy that was opposite Ryan Force? Topher. Oh man, I'm really racking my brain here. But anyway, the secondary's playing lights out, and it's been really fun to watch them just come up and shed blocks. I almost feel bad for wide receivers trying to block them. They're just getting blown up and ran right around and ran through, and guys are making hits. It's so fun to watch.
It seems like our defensive chemistry week after week just gets better as well. Like these guys have learned to play with each other and learned to trust each other.
Like we don't have a guy in the top or even near the top of any statistical category. And yet it's the best defense in the Big Sky because we have the best overall talent and the best depth.
I'd be curious how many have teams attempted and had the most incompletions against us. Like I'd love to see that stat.
I mean, kind of measure that by the passing efficiency defense, right?
Yeah, I guess. But that's also yards. And again, when you have I just feel like we just let teams have a ton of incompletions.
Time to pull up some stats.
More stats.
Passing defense efficiency, yeah, we're by far the best. Teams are completing 60% of their passes against us, so that's not tops. That's not even near tops.
Yeah.
To me, this might be the most complete Bobcat team I can remember.
Yeah,
Thorny, you're talking about it just feels like every position guys are just making a difference. On offense, we just talked about the same thing. Like you can't put like your finger on one guy, and yet the defense is the best maybe we've ever seen. Our offense is scoring at a prolific rate.
Our offense can do a lot of things, and the inside run looked better the last couple of weeks too.
100%, right?
And if we can get the inside run back to any semblance of what it was like last year, oh my God, we're unstoppable.
Dangerous team for sure. Dangerous team.
Yeah. So complimentary too.
Yeah.
I think it's one of our best things we got going. Complementary offense and defense, complementary football. They're working so well together as an entire team.
Oh, man.
And Davis comes in.
And Davis comes in. Yeah, let's transition into some talk about Davis here.
Hold on, I just one step. Just this first blush, we're the number one scoring defense, averaging 16.1 points per game. Montana's number 2, 23.4. I'm sure we're number one in a lot of statistics, but we're only averaging against us 16.1 points a game. That's almost shutout football, boys.
We'll turn it to conference only stats. It's 10.8.
That's it.
That's insane.
No, you were
No,
looking
that
at
is
overalls.
conference only.
It's 10.8.
No, that's with
conference.
the duck game in there.
Oh, you're right. I had to click that little
10.8.
thing.
That's
Okay.
I think Keaton said that's diabolical.
Gosh. We're the
Yep.
number one scoring offense, 49 points a game. Number one scoring defense.
We've only given up 8 touchdowns.
Oof.
Weber State's given up 32.
I think
Weber State did matriculate a drive down on us and punched it in. But I think that was kind of a because Brat wasn't in there, right?
Yeah.
That has to be because Brat wasn't taking up blocks.
Because
They ran
right
through the middle.
They ran right in the middle when Brat went out.
So 2021 defense, I think, gave up 11 touchdowns in conference.
Wow. It's crazy, man.
Well, I feel like we're going to give up more than 3 in the next 2 games.
Yeah, I do too. But still,
as confident as I am, that's pushing it.
It's still scary.
Should we talk UC Davis?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
UC Davis, the number 2 scoring defense when you look at conference only stats, 21.8 points per game. And if you look at like their rushing defense, they're 3rd. They have a pretty good rushing defense, only allowing 4.2 yards per carry. They've only allowed 5 rushing touchdowns in conference play.
Ooh.
But part of that is because their passing defense is not so good. They're 10th, and they give up 250 yards per game. They give up 10 touchdowns there, and they've give up 7.1 yards per pass. So their defense is pretty susceptible through the air, and a lot of that is because Rex Connors, the All-American, do everything safety for them, has been hurt for pretty much the entire year, and he continues to be hurt.
Yeah, I think he's out.
He's out for the year, and his brother, the linebacker Porter Connors, also done for the year. So they got some pretty severe injuries they're working with, and their running back, their number 2 running back Vargas, was also announced to be out for the year after being hurt at the Idaho State game. They did beat Idaho pretty handily without him, but they're dealing with a lot of injuries right now. Do we want to recap their season real quick?
Yeah, let's do
Typically something we do. They started off with that. We were talking about before we hit record. They were playing
game.
Mercer. That was canceled in the 4th quarter due to a thunder lightning storm.
Boo.
So it's officially a cancel. So that game did not count. They went on the road and squeaked by Utah Tech 31-24. Then they got just destroyed by Washington 70-10. We all know that FBS games don't matter in the long run, but that's a little brutal. That's a little not as good as you want to see. Beat Southern Utah 50-34. Beat Weber State 34-12. Beat Cal Poly 34-27 on the road. That was a pretty close game. Beat Northern Arizona 45-24. Beat Northern Colorado 27-16. And if you're looking at that, like, it's Northern Colorado, that was a game where Caden Pinkett, is it Pinkett?
Pinnock.
I'm saying that now and it sounds weird.
Panic, yeah.
Pennick. Their freshman phenom quarterback was sick and missed that game, did not play in that game. Idaho State, the shocker, they lost 38-36 and kind of a wild back and forth. Very entertaining football game. I watched quite a bit of that football game. That was a bad loss for the Aggies, though. And they rebounded last week, going on the road to the Kibbie Dome and handling Idaho 28-14. I think they were up 28-7 at one point. Like, it was pretty. They put that game away pretty quickly and kind of just held on a little bit. But they're a good football team that's dealing with a lot of injuries, but they got it going. Tim Plow is a good coach, and they're going to bring a potent offense with some good playmakers into Bozeman on Saturday.
Back-to-back road games for them late in the season too. So,
which they did once. Now I'm looking at their schedule. They did do that in the beginning of the year at Utah Tech and UW, but they haven't had back-to-back road games. So this will be hard. This will be a hard game for them. Late start, which when you're on the West Coast is going to be even like
it's earlier.
It's earlier, so they got that going for them, I guess. But it's going to be
cold. It's
going to be cold.
I hope it's cold.
Yeah. That chilly, dry, bone-chilling cold, and I hope that stadium is loud and rocking, and they walk in like, the hell are we doing here?
What's the line I use? we can win and it doesn't have to be close.
Yep.
It's how
That's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
Little preview of how I'm feeling for Levere's locks tonight. But
if you look at the passing statistics, again, I'm looking at conference only stats. Caden Pinnock right up there at the top. He has thrown in conference 1,522 yards, 14 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. For a 192.9 efficiency rating on 75% completion.
Did he have 2 interceptions against Idaho?
He did. Idaho State.
Yep.
No, Idaho.
I think he had him against
last
Idaho
week
too.
Well, then maybe he just can't play against the Idaho teams. But 192 efficiency, man, that is good for second to the big guy. You can probably figure out who's number 1. He plays for the Bozeman team. 193.7 is the rating that Justin Lamson has put together this year. 15 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. 0.
Why'd you have to put it out there, Tony?
The only quarterback in the Big Sky who hasn't thrown an interception in conference play.
2 weeks in a row. Zach first with the injuries, and now Thorny. Gosh dang it, man.
He's thrown the most touchdowns, too, for all the talk about Khalil Aliyat being the next coming. Statistically, he's falling behind Pinnock and Lamson.
Coach talked about him today in his presser, said he's different than Hastings, a lot different than Hastings. And the fact that Hastings wasn't a mobile quarterback. He's like
a tree
Hastings
back there.
Yeah, he's just smart, decisive, quick reads. He did say they are similar in they're both pass first quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But Penix can be way more mobile. So as far as like the offense goes, it's a completely different offense preparing for.
He's definitely more of an extender of a quarterback too. He's not going to gash you with his legs. He'll get a pick up first down, but he likes to extend plays and make plays. And that's when he's most dangerous, I think, is when he's out of the pocket.
Yeah, but see, I think that's where Montana State does really good.
It seems like he's mistake prone, though.
We've done a great job at taking those type of quarterbacks and keeping them inside the box and making them feel hurried. We haven't, like Montana State doesn't have huge sack numbers. We won't because we rush 4, but we hustle them and hurry them and make them feel uncomfortable really good because we can cover on the back end. This is what I was. This was how I
QB hurries on the year. If I looked at the stats earlier today,
yeah, this is how
20s.
I felt with when we were going to go against Northern Colorado with Gibson, and also who else was I worried about? I felt like there's another quarterback that was kind of small, mobile that we would have troubles with. Yeah,
that mine's pretty mobile.
So we really shut down Gibson. And I think this could be kind of similar with this guy.
So I'm looking at the stats here. It's kind of funny. Jake Shackle, Eastern Washington quarterback's 10th in the conference in passing yards because he had like 450 against the Grizz. It puts him like up there 700 yards on the season.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Eastern almost beat the Grizz.
He was sacked 8 times. 8 times he was sacked. He passed for like 63 times or something like that.
A fumbled spike away from beating Montana.
Oh, I feel so bad. I feel bad for the kid. I'm sorry, Foley.
Yeah, that's the one I feel.
I'm not gonna say do better on that. That's it's crappy.
Quit crying. Spike the ball.
Hold on to the ball. Spike it. I love football, man. You can
let everybody down on your team.
I have watched hundreds, maybe thousands of football games. I've never seen somebody fumble a spike before. Like every once in a while, you see something in football, you think you've seen it all. I'm like, I haven't seen that before.
My favorite tweet was the reverse miracle in Missoula.
Was that a little bit of Grizz magic right there? It kind of felt like it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they got some playmakers, though. They got some speed. I really liked their running back that they had last week at Idaho. His name's going to escape me. Fisher, Jordan Fisher. He's number 20, right? I think. He's a pretty quick guy. He's got some speed. We haven't played a lot of fast running backs, I don't feel. I think we've played like a lot of slow, bruising. Yeah, that just like drag people. Weber State's running back gave us some problems because we couldn't really bring him down very easily. but that's definitely not the game that Jordan Fisher's going to bring into Bozeman. He's more of a scat back speed guy.
Yeah,
but I'm very interested to see how the Cats will defend Pinnock. I think he set up good. I think we can keep him in the pocket, make him a pocket passer, and he's gonna struggle a little bit with that because our coverage will be good. The pocket's gonna collapse on him, and we'll probably just keep like Cole Taylor or something right there in the middle in case he tries to run up the middle. He's gonna run into Cole Taylor.
I feel Kenneth Iden's name's going to get called quite a bit Saturday night.
Iden and/or Cruz.
I feel like Cruz is due. He's been quiet all season. Not that he's been doing bad either. This is just a symptom of having a really good defense.
Again,
He's big
quarterbacks
time.
know it. 1 potato, 2 potato. There's no 2.5 potato. I have to get the ball out.
Okay, here's a bold prediction from Ryan Foley. 3 sacks.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah, who's getting him?
Paul Brott.
Hunter Parsons has been
Alec
quiet for a
Eckert,
little bit.
and
Yeah, I was going to
Kenneth
say
Iden.
Paul. No, I'm not saying Paul Brott. Paul Brott won't get it. He'd be probably the last guy I would say would get one. Because he's going to be taking on double teams. Hunter
think he's
Parsons
gonna
going
get
to get
one on senior
one.
night.
Kenneth Iden will get one. Zach Cruz. There it is.
Like it. Hey, real quick. I know you guys haven't been to games. They stopped doing the all quiet on the Western Front horns on 3rd down. They just do like the Hell's Bells. They brought back the horns this last game, and it amps the crowd up. So anybody in production listening to this, bring the damn all quiet on the Western. The brr, brr, brr. It's so good, and it amps that crowd up so much.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with your
Hell's Bells
referencing there.
is long standing.
Yeah, Hell's Bells was all we ever had.
Yeah.
Long.
They still
standing.
do that, but I'll find it. They do the horns, and it's fantastic. It's a hype up for sure.
If you were UC Davis, what would you do to stop the Bobcat offense?
Bring
Put pressure
everybody.
on Justin
Yeah.
Lamson. I don't know. Try to get Lamson down, confuse him.
Just try and beat Lamson up and rush him?
I guess. I mean, I don't know because if you try to key on our running backs, we're gonna pass it over the top. If you try to key on that, it's open up run game. We I don't feel like we sit back in the pocket for a long time. Justin Lamson does a good job of getting to his reads and then making a decision.
All right, I have it. This is what I'm referring to. It sounds so good in person.
I have no idea what that is. I've never heard that at a Bobcat game in my entire life.
You haven't been to a Bobcat. You've been
I
to one
know.
Bobcat game in the last
I know
3
you-
years.
You're saying like you're bringing it back like it was some long
They did. They played it a
standing-
lot last year. They didn't play it much this year. Bring it back. It sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Gets the people going.
that's all that matters. Get the people going. Get them amped up. That's all that matters. Our touchdown song was the Venga Boys. The Venga Boys are coming. We like to party. Yeah, that was the touchdown song during the Lule era. The whole crowd was jumping. It was
I
a
think
good
that's
time.
the Colorado
Good time.
Rockies home run song still. It doesn't get played very much at Coors Field.
No, can't imagine. There's a lot of happiness at Coors Field.
It's a factory of sadness right now.
Zach, how's this game gonna go? What's the narrative of this game?
Bobcats roll past UC Davis 42-14.
Ooh.
And I know we don't make predictions, but I'm making a prediction. I think it's not close. I think the Cats jump all over them. It's senior night. It's Native American Heritage Night. It's an ESPN night game. I don't think the Cats are looking ahead to next week in 2 weeks. I think they know exactly what they have to do this week.
Yeah. Coach is very intentional about this opportunity over opponent, and he has the full attention of this team. That's the thing. One of the other things I gleaned from his press conference is his ability to focus the team. And he said, he's like, I don't even really need to focus them. They want it more than I do. That's a unique characteristic about this team. This is the coolest thing. As a teacher, this is like the kind of class you would want. Like everybody collectively just creates a culture in the class that's just like, we're just going for it. And it just takes off. To me, that's how the Bobcats feel right now. There's not the stars that are just saying, hey, jump on my back. Everybody's like pushing this with equal weight. This feels awesome. This is different. This is different than any Bobcat team I've ever seen.
All right, boys. That about it for the preview?
No, I want to know with Thorny. Thorny, how are you seeing this game going?
I think, I don't know, the Cats will come out slow, and that kind of concerns me a little bit that Davis can come out and jump up, score a touchdown kind of early on. I think that could kind of be the tail of the tape a little bit, but I do think the Cats, we're just too deep, we're too talented, and the offense is just too well-oiled at this point that we'll figure it out and win those 8 minutes there, second, third quarter, and I think the Cats can kind of win and it doesn't have to be close, as you say.
We could come out slow. If the Cats come out, score on the first drive, and then score on the second drive and get them like on the 3-out, go up 14-0,
It's over.
the place is going to be
over.
rocking. Yeah.
That thing is over.
I don't think you can come back against the Cats on a two score lead. Last year they almost did. Like
Yeah.
Like it took an interception from Callahan O'Reilly on a 2-point conversion at the very end to seal the deal. So never say never, but this just feels different, man. I don't know what it is about this team. The collective toughness on this team all over the place makes me feel different. It's not just like relying on Tommy Millott or a guy like Troy Anderson or Daniel Hardy, or even last year with Greavy coming off the edge. Just feels like everybody has a job to do and they do it really damn good.
Coach Vegan's undefeated in conference at home.
It's a good point, Zach. Good point.
In
All right.
5 years.
Well, you know what? We're 8 wins in. We're going to the playoffs regardless. This is icing on the cake for me. Well, it's not icing on the cake. Like we're playing for a position.
I want that 2 seed.
Yeah, exactly.
I want 3 home games.
I want the
2
1
seed
seed
against
boys.
number 3 seed Grizz, so we can meet them in Bozeman in the semifinals.
I want the 1
Spank 'em.
seed.
That's on the table.
It's on the table. Let's do it. All right. Let's get into name that cat.
Ugh,
Thorny.
I'm not
Here
feeling
we go.
confident anymore.
He's
I got a
shaking.
good one. If you guys even pay attention to the players I've been picking, you would find a common theme, but I don't think you're that observant. So here we go. All right. 2024 started against Sacramento State and played in all 16 games. A key contributor at defensive end. Logged 19 tackles, 3 for a loss, with a sack against Maine, broke up a pass against Idaho State and UM, and hurried the quarterback twice. In 2023, played in 7 games, logged 1 tackle each against Utah Tech and Stetson. In 2022, emerged as a special teams contributor, an important defensive line reserve, playing in 4 of the team's final games and 7 overall, logged 2 tackles each against Morehead State and Cal Poly. In 2021, redshirted. Is this
I think
Kenny
I know who this
Iden,
is before you say anything.
Zach Cruz, Zach Black, Hunter Parsons?
I'm not confident.
I knew I had it, who it was in my mind before you said anything, and then you said the name. Like, all right, feeling good. I don't know if it's right.
We got one of them's right. It's
Probably not
Thorny.
me.
It's
Ah, damn.
Thorny. It's Hunter Parsons. Zach. I was rooting for you, bro.
Man, by the
Good
time he
job,
got to like
Thorny.
his 2023 season, I'm like, I feel like this is 100%.
See, it's not Iden because Iden was always playing. He didn't have
That's
to come
what
up
I
through
thought, but
he
I
didn't
was
have
like,
to come
I
up through
didn't
the
think it'd
ranks.
be Parsons.
Iden and Cruz didn't have to come up through the ranks.
Wasn't
I mean,
Cruz.
Cruz does play on special teams, but
And it wasn't Black.
He didn't
I
have
knew
to make
that.
his name. Yeah, Black's a defensive tackle, so you didn't
Yeah.
have to worry about.
All
I
right.
think you would know, man.
You scored on your last drive. I answered.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
really did. Poop. All right. You want to go into betting?
Yeah,
I hope
man.
the playoffs. I hope we go deep in the playoffs so I can just increase my lead.
Just keep talking.
Maybe W up at some point.
Just flex it on Zach.
Foley's
Why are
just
we
gonna
even
start
playing at this
screaming
point?
at me.
I'm
Do you even try?
statistically out of it.
66-14.
All
I
right.
won't
4 and 2 weekends for me and Thorny. 3 and 3 weekend for Mr. Foley.
Oh, I figured I did worse than that. I don't remember what I
Thorny,
picked. It was a weird
20
weekend in the Big Sky.
26, 21 and 1. Foley 25, 22 and 1, and yours truly at 27, 20 and 1. Still anybody's ball game. 6 to play today. Starting
Well,
off,
the Grizz did not cover.
Yeah, I was the only one who picked Eastern, I think.
No, I did too.
No, you had Eastern as well.
Yeah, I did not. I was like,
30
give me the Grizz no
33
matter
and a
what.
half
the spread
points?
was.
Are you kidding? That was a ton of points.
Yeah. I thought the Grizz would just manhandle him.
All right. Cal Poly goes to NAU. NAU 8-point favorites. I think Poly's broken, fellas.
I think Paulie kind of finally snapped. I agree. I'm going to go with NAU.
Yeah.
And
Lumberjack.
he's fighting for a playoff spot, too.
Yep.
They got a lot to play for.
Idaho travels to SAC, -4 for SAC.
I'm taking
This is a
Zach.
tough one. I think SAC.
They're fighting for it. I think Idaho gave up.
I don't think Idaho gave up, but they're so inconsistent. Which Idaho team's going to show up?
4
give me
points,
Sac.
Thorny. 4
Sac.
points in Sacramento? Take
give me
the
Sac.
Stingers, dude. No,
All right.
I just
Thorny.
think I think Idaho. If
Take the
Idaho might
Vandals.
win.
Take the Vandals.
No, I'm taking Sac.
Battling Bears travel to Cheney to face the Eastern Eagles. Eagles favored by 6.
I'm taking Eastern.
They might have found someone with their new quarterback, so give me Eastern.
I don't know who shows up, but
The Bears are kind of broken too.
instinct says Eastern. Maybe these bad teams that have been okay middle of the season have just run out of gas. Montana goes to Portland. Montana -27.5-point favorites. Before either of you speak, give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I say the Vikings too. It's going to be like a rainy mess over there too, and a
Yep.
low energy environment. They're going to have Cat Grizz on their mind. There's a lot of potential for this to at least not be 30-point blowout.
What was it, 27? 27 and a half?
27.5 points.
On the road.
Gosh, dang it. That could be the first quarter against them.
It could be.
Could be.
Oh, gosh.
But then also the Grizz could not score in the second half, and Portland State scored
Yeah,
twice.
yeah. Grizz jump out to a 35-3 lead at halftime, and then win 42-35.
Okay. I'm going to take Montana.
Ooh. All right. Weber goes.
You got on me for like a 28-point line at home for the Grizz, and now you're picking a 27-point line on the road.
He's going for it. All right.
That's where you're in last
Weber
place.
Feel it in my plums.
Weber travels to Idaho State. Idaho State, 12.5-point favorites. Give me my Bengals.
The Bengals.
Bengals.
Are they galvanized now?
Oh,
Weber
I
State
don't
with
know,
their
though.
head coach?
Weber could be like,
Dude, that
whoever-
team is bad.
It is, but
Yeah.
they got a new coach now.
I don't care.
The talents
12?
are bad too, though.
12 points in Pokey?
12.5 in Pocatello.
What does Pokey have to fight for? A winning. Well, I mean, they would go 4-3 in the Big Sky.
Season. Yeah.
Gosh, I am
6 and
tempted to
6.
pick Weber on this just based on the galvanized new coach. They finally
12
all right,
points?
finally. Might have one game in them, like one magical game.
Okay, so if I had to pick the winner, I would say Idaho State, but points I'm gonna go Weber. I think they cover. I don't think Idaho State beats them by 12 points.
That's how gambling works. All right. Thorny.
Bengals.
Bengals. All right.
Bengals to cover by 12.5?
Yeah.
Wow. That's what I
Really?
have. I got Bengals.
I would like that.
Weber State's played so bad. I don't know.
It's so
It's
validating
close.
to
It's
me
close. It's
that
close.
at the very beginning when we picked them and I picked them last. I know they're not going to finish last because Portland State's going to own that, but it's so validating for me to see that. I was like, yeah, that's like one time when Foley legit got it right. Like
When Foley was right.
Where Weber was going to be trash. I was like, they're giving up on mental. He just doesn't fit the program.
All right. Davis travels to Bozeman. Your Montana State Bobcats are 17.5 point favorites.
Whoa.
I'm taking
Gentlemen,
Cats.
it's not going to be close. Go Cats.
Yep, taking the Cats.
I'll take the Cats too.
All right. Anybody's game.
What's the line going to be in Missoula next week?
If we win like we say we're going to win and the Grizz play like we think the Grizz are going to play, I'm going to say Bobcats -3.5.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Montana comes out and whips Portland State this weekend. If not, then they're in trouble. They're in trouble. I think they right the ship.
I don't know.
I think they ride Gilman for freaking 200 yards.
Ooh.
Oh, man. And Wortham is going to go off. I don't know. Who knows? I don't want to predict that, but
We don't care about them.
gosh, I can't believe next week's already Cat Grays. Alrighty.
It's been a year
I'm
already.
not prepared.
The best worst week of the year.
Can I just say, like, yes, losing the conference would suck, but like, I'm gonna be there, and I'm definitely gonna be nervous. But if we do lose, I'll be like, okay, we still have the playoffs. We're still gonna be probably a top 4 seed, regardless of what happens. So,
Yeah, if we win this week.
yes.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some Golden Ghoulies.
Nothing on Twitter.
Yeah, you put it out there, I retweeted it,
That
and
was-
we got
that
no
was
traction on that
sad.
one.
Yeah, no traction.
All right. Some Golden Ghoulie questions. Red Clouder. I love that name. What's that from?
Mhm.
Nobody knows. River Cat says, question, you can only have $1 on your team. All right. We talked about this. Who are you going to choose?
Hold on.
Okay, I'll start. I'm thinking I'm going to go Taco on this.
I think it has to be Taco.
Yeah.
And that's no offense to Caden. It's just longevity of what we've gotten. I think it has to be Taco. So
Because Taco can return punts. He
he's
dynamic.
a little
in the-
more versatile.
Yeah, a little bit more versatile. And plus, I feel like Caden's the man. Like, he's the quarterback of the defense. But he's also hasn't been as consistent, mainly because he's been hurt.
Yeah. No offense. You guys are both great players.
We get him back for one more year, too.
I know.
Like,
Have they
that's
ever been on
crazy.
the field for the same play?
Probably on special teams at one
Like a
point.
special teams or something? I'm sure they
Yeah.
were.
Thorny, are you picking a dollar?
I didn't hear what you guys kind of caught the end of it, but I think I would land on Taco.
Okay, we're
that's
3 for
kinda
3
where
on
we are.
Taco.
Swiss Army knife on the offense and the special teams play. I think you guys were talking about.
Yep.
It's hard to pass that up.
Yeah.
Nobody's done it like him really in a while at Montana State. So
Will he be the best returner in Montana State history?
Ooh.
you know who I vote for instantly.
Sean Johnson.
My guy, Sean Johnson.
Well, it depends if you're talking punt returns or kick returns, because Corey Smith is a better kick returner.
Yeah.
But he's not really punt returns. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think Taco might be better than Sean John. I don't know what the stats back it up. We'd have to go into that thread over here. A lot of guys on the Bobcat Cooley or the Golden Cooley thread giving props to Coach Ty. They're in on it. That's cool. Like, there's a legion of us listening for Coach Ty to do his thing. That's fun.
He's got a fan club.
Joe Catch Joe, what's your confidence meter for UC Davis? What about Cat Grays?
I think we've said it. Mine's very high.
Yeah, I said it too. I think we can win this game and it doesn't have to be close. Cat Grays. I'm gonna hold off on that right now. Because I definitely have a feeling about Cat Grays, but I don't think I don't want to put that out there right now.
I'd also like to quickly add, we've had a pretty warm fall in Bozeman overall, but the team practices in the morning when it's cold. And boy, it's got to be nice to be in that new indoor practice facility.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time it's going to pay dividends.
Yeah. That's just another thing that helps you in the playoffs. So.
Okay, one more. Red Clouder says he's got 2 questions for us. What are your 3 favorite touchdowns this year? He says mine are the Taco Dollar punt return at NAU, Jared White, wheel route, Cal Poly, and Ryan King's first touchdown this past weekend.
Oh, you got to put Talon Marsh's rumbling, stumbling, big guy touchdown in there.
Six. The
thick six.
The punt block against South Dakota State.
Yeah. Yep.
Trying to think of my.
That was Brock Steele. Or not Brock Steele. Seth Brock.
The Jordan Reed tip pass touchdown it's coming to mind right now. This past game,
he's hit a bonus Jordan Reed tip drill.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
I kind of like the Julius Davis hurdle, like carry 3 guys in.
Oh yeah,
against
that's up there.
That was a big
that's
one.
mine.
Yeah.
Talon Marsh, Julius Davis, and then probably the blocked punt touchdown against South Dakota State.
Rick Clouder said the second one was with 6 conference game over, what areas of improvement can catapult us to the conference title and the top 2 seed in the playoffs?
Faster starts.
Consistency in the run game, consistency in the kicking game, and not giving up explosive plays on defense.
Boom. Can't argue any of that. Kicking game for sure. Consistency.
Yeah, I don't feel like we've given up a lot of big plays in defense, more so in the last couple weeks than we've had. Like some surprising ones from Weber, some running plays.
We haven't given up a lot, but it's you got to pick something to work upon though.
Well, he said short yardage situations, which I thought Thorny would say because you kind of grab about that quite often.
I forgot. I did. Yeah, the short yardage, 4th and 1s, 3rd and 1s have been kind of a bugaboo. I feel like we've gotten a little bit better about it, but it's still that 1st and goal from the 5-yard line is like I almost don't even want to be there. It's like give me first and 11 or 1st and 10 from the 11, so it's not even a 1st and goal.
I think you're right, Tony. Taco that led to the Lamson touchdown on the first drive was kind of nice to see that. Oh, look, we can do something in the 5-yard line.
Nothing bugs me more than going 3 and out on our first series and then giving up a score right before halftime. So starting fast, definitely. We gave up a score right before halftime last week, but then we had that 77-yard return from Jabez, and then Lamson had a no-gainer and then took an awful sack, which led to our 48-yard field goal. So there was a little bit of redemption, but those were pretty frustrating all around.
Yep.
And that's it. Let me click back one page. Any of those stand out to you guys?
I mean, the touchdown one's kind of fun just to think about all the fun touchdowns over the year.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be my vote.
No cock and ball stuff this week, which is nice. Some guy was talking is like, how can we listen to this? And I said, if you can endure the cock and balls stuff, push through it. You're gonna like the podcast. There was one from Steven said, on the other side of the media coin, do you think either Keaton or Leo listened to this pod and would play along?
I
Probably.
think we could probably get Keaton to play along.
Yeah. Keaton's a cool dude.
Keaton's great. I gotta get my jacket back from him.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wore your bomber jacket, didn't he?
He did.
During
He
the
looked
last
great.
game. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so Keaton, Keaton could be the guy that takes us to the playoffs.
Yeah, we could do that. I feel like he'd be down.
Okay. And how about this on Thorny's on Name That Cat? You might do playoff edition, might be double points. So Zach, you could gain some
To try to get me in or to make it worse for me.
Either bury you or get you back into it.
Jeez.
At one point, you're statistically out of this game, Zach. You can't actually make
I
it
know.
back in.
Eliminated.
All right. I think that's it. So let's give it to the touchdown one, as Tony was saying. Who is that?
Was it Red Clouder or whatever?
Red Clouder. Let's see. Yeah, Red Clouder.
Yep.
There it is, Red Clouder. Woo! I have a sneaky suspicion I've sent him one before, but if not, Red Clouder, I'm happy to send you another one or send you your first one. So there it is.
Did you get the email I forwarded you today?
I did. And so also, I just want to say before we get out of here that, I'll be in town. If any of you are going to be there at the game or just want to meet up or just say hi or just whatever, share a beer with me or something like that, I'll love that stuff. So I'm Common Cat on Bobcat Nation. I don't have social medias anymore, but if you wanted to send a message through the R&R on Twitter, these guys can get a hold of me. They know how to do it. We can make it work. I know I'm going to be hanging out with Zach and some other guys and just be bobcatting it up. I can't wait. So there you go. Love to meet you guys.
All right. Take it.
Anything else?
Take us home, Thorny.
All right. I got to get rolling here. That's a fun one. I'm excited. Big time game coming up after a big, huge win. Doesn't get any better. Just enjoying the moment as Bobcat fans as we head down the stretch for the final two games.
Yes.
You can always find us on Twitter, RRCatcast. You can find us on the web, rrcatcast.com. Shoot us an email at rrcatcast@gmail.com. Boys, let's get out of here. Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.